when you look at the stat sheet, you see you're playing against a team that shot 50% from the floor, 47% from three, and 77% from the free throw line. Those normal numbers that you don't like to see in relation to when you're trying to win a basketball game. But tonight, I just thought that our guys were very, very focused. We have some guys that are getting better. Obviously, Cam Corn, he played a little more relaxed. I thought that in the first half, I think we made about 143 passes. I mean, the ball was moving, the bodies were moving, especially even when he's playing the zone and when he plays man. Our guys are getting in a little bit more understanding of how to play to themselves and put themselves in the best positions to get the best offensive opportunities. Defensively, you know, you're not going to play very many teams that shoot as well from the three as these guys. I think they had 4 guys shooting over 40% from three. That was something challenging. But they hit several threes early in the first half, and the rest of the game in the first half, you know, we were able to contest shots. And I thought the difference was we gave up penetration when they attacked the basket, but not as much penetration that gave them the wide open looks that they've been accustomed to get on the perimeter. Things that obviously Cam Corn, you see him stepping up and playing a little more relaxed. You know, he wasn't unsure of himself like he has been. That's part of growing up for a freshman. Our rotation freshmen that are coming in, they holding their own. They were solid. I thought they did the things that we asked them to do. I don't like it's the first time I think in my coaching career I've had a game where I played 5 guys 30 minutes. And we got to find a way to have a better rotation than that. I'm not really sure that's healthy for us as we finish the rest of the year. But to be 2-1 on the Christmas break, I think kids are going home with a positive feeling about what we're doing, the direction we're moving our program in. We've had some good games. We've had some games where we played like we were not anywhere close to being what we have been accustomed to playing. But I like the vibe that I'm getting. I think that this team, if we continue to keep growing, we can finish off positively in the ACC race, and we get a very good test when we come back. You know, we won't. And I like the fact that we're coming back playing one of the premier programs in the country, because obviously now you got to be motivated and focused to go back and play against a team with, you know, the caliber of Duke's team. So we got a lot to be thankful for this game, and we got to come back and be focused on playing one of the best teams in the country. Any questions?
You mentioned, you know, the improvement you've seen from the team. Down 11 in the first half, they didn't pack it in, they kept playing, and, you know, were able to make it a 1-point game at halftime. How big was that for the team?
No doubt that we had a run there where we got some hustle baskets, we got some steals, got some deflections. But more than anything else, I thought we were in sync together. And we didn't make all our shots, but we moved the ball, we didn't get flustered. I thought we turned it up a notch when we faltered. And you like to see your team do that.
Leonard, you talk a lot about your players play to the point of exhaustion. That's what you built this program on. With 5 guys playing 30 minutes, I guess just how proud of them are you of the way they played down the stretch, knowing that they probably didn't go into the game thinking they would play that many minutes, but giving all they had and still coming up with a W.
It's very challenging to play that many minutes with what we're requiring them to do. You know, we're not playing pack line, we're not picking up at half court, we're not picking up at the top of the key like most teams you see do. We're picking up 94 feet. Most teams don't switch 1-2-5 like we do. We front the post, we deny the wings, put pressure on the point guard, and so we switch 1-5. That's a little more challenging than keeping your toes on the 3-point line and just, you know, containing the play. That's not our style, it's not our system. So it's much more challenging to play the way we play with a limited number of players. Hopefully, soon we'll get Miller back in the rotation, but then he has to go through an adjustment period. You know, that like the other guys have already gone through. You know, this is who we are this year. We accept it, and we're going to continue to keep working hard. I love our attitude. I like the vibe. I like the encouragement the guys are giving each other. I think that I hear a lot of chatter that's positive. Our freshmen, our first year players understand their roles and what they should be giving us when they come in the game. And I think we kind of growing up a little. Hopefully we can come back and continue that after the break.
Matt's had 5 really good performances in a row. Just how much of a credit is it to him that he has taken that next step?
Well, there's no doubt when we lost Cam Fletcher, he automatically just turned into another guy. He realized he had to fill in. And I think he had 3 straight double-doubles, is that correct?
4 of the last 5.
Yeah, 3 in a row.
I think that's the first time someone's done that since Corey
Lewis,
Lewis.
not Corey Clark.
Yeah.
1995.
Yeah, Corey Lewis is the guy who turned me down. I know I'm
Ooh.
very familiar with that. Yeah. He came north instead of staying in the south.
That's right.
But no, he was a tremendous athlete. And I think he played at Northwestern. But Matt staying focused, especially when you see him rebound the ball. He'll be on one side of the floor and he'll rebound the ball on the other side of the floor. That's focus, that's determination, that's grit. And so he inspires the other guys because of the effort that he's given. And with limited, did I see he played 30 what?
34.
That's we haven't had anybody play those kind of minutes since Tony Douglas. And hopefully we can start cutting that down with the improvement of our younger guys.
Cam had 18 tonight, which was a career high, but what he did defensively, he seemed to really challenge shots, contest shot, move his feet. I mean, that is not an easy task for a freshman and a big kid, but did you like what you saw out of him defensively?
Well, we had planned to utilize him on the perimeter and in the interior before we had Gainey's injury. And because he's quick enough to defend you on the perimeter. He actually shot 39% from 3 in high school. We wanted to groom him at both spots. So we be more of a pick and pop guy than a guy who rose to the front of the rim. But I think he's finding his niche. He's clearly understanding what we needed. Like for instance, technically, he was posting up very well. We got the ball inside to him. He kept his pivot foot good, and he maintained his poise, and he finished some shots in there. And if you're preparing for us, you could not have saw that coming because our guys have not been consistent enough. I think people, we haven't evolved to who we are yet. I think we got a lot more room for improvement. I'm anxiously waiting for our young guys to be a little more comfortable. Tom House, he's a tremendous shooter, and so we got to get him moving out the ball a little better. We think Jackson now that he's got the cast off and he's had a few practices under his belt. I think he's capable of giving us a few minutes on the perimeter. And we had planned to redshirt Deontay Green, but obviously he's been forced to play. So hopefully Miller coming back will give us. I'm not going to try to put any expectations on him because he has to go through his adjustments like the other guys have had to go through it. But I think we're moving in the right direction. We just got to take it one game at a time and try to dig ourselves out of this ditch.
I know you praised Jalen for his ball handling, but tonight he had 3 drives to the rack, finished all 3, including 2 back-to-back. Is that the next step for him, is being more aggressive for himself to score?
Well, Jalen has a lot of responsibility. We want him to push the ball. We want him to see the floor. We want him to kick the ball ahead. We want him to use his athleticism to go to the basket. He's a big guy. He finishes well. He shoots his free throws fairly well. And so, and you'll see his perimeter shooting improve just like you see Matthews. Some of the guys we've gotten here coming out of high school, it takes about a year or so to get their shot to where we like for it to be. But he's improving. He's giving us great leadership, tremendous effort. He's a tall guy. He's going to continue to keep growing. When you come out of high school with one row, that you've been successful at, then you go to college and now you have to adjust and to a whole nother style of ball. It's a little challenging, and you only get better through learning through repetition, doing the same things over and over and over. And I saw a really spark in his eye tonight. I mean, what he's verbalizing to his teammates and giving us the type of leadership on the floor. So, and then he's what we call a bandit, the guy who picks the ball up, and he's doing a very good job containing the dribble.